My goodness. Everybody's on the bench this morning. Hello. It's Sunday paper time. After thinking the canna lilies weren't going to bloom this year, they've actually all bloomed, and these are not the most ornate, this big tall variety, old school variety, but they really have bloomed, and the hummers really have enjoyed them. I'm headed up to South Park to start a Pokemon Go raid for an unknown, however you pronounce it, it's missing the K. And yeah, people knew it was up there, but we can't reach it remotely from our locations, those of us with passes. So I am driving up there to do that. Pretty sky today, pretty sky. Mission accomplished. I caught the letter A, on all 4 of our family accounts, and was able to invite some other people. I don't think anybody got a shiny though. I've done all my Pokemon stuff for the day, for the daily stuff, but I probably will still go back out later. It's early, it's just now a few minutes after noon. It's another day in Florida, North Carolina. It's gusty, and there's storms fixing to move in. Don is out here in the garage back working on that light issue. So you found a problem and you're searching for a part?
Yep.
What are those?
Capacitors.
You think you got a few of them?
Yeah, I got a few. I think I bought them by the pound.
I was gonna go for a ride, but it's gonna storm out there.
Oh, bummer.
I know. Well, at least I got the 1 second every day finished for July, a few days into August. I'll put it at the end of the video today, but I like doing those. They're kind of fun. Yeah, look back at what we did over the last month. So
I get exhausted watching those things.
So I wanted to talk to you guys a minute about HomeLink. They've made some changes. When I get in the car, I always see right door pop up. I think we have left door configured for Ruby, but probably before we had the MCU replaced, and I don't think we put left door back in afterward. Anyway, that's not the change. It's just when I get in the car, it pops up right door. That's the one I'm going to need after I get the car in drive, put in the pin, that kind of thing. So, and that will, of course, time out if I sit here long enough, but I put my foot on the brake, and I've got the pin to drive screen up. I'm putting in the pin. I am going to come back now and tell the right door to open. And I'm going to put the car in reverse, and you can see it opening up. So far, so good. Everything's the way it's been. I've got creep on, so I let my foot up off the brake, and it just starts to gently allow me to back up out of the garage. I can see really good that there aren't any kitties out there. I also looked to see where the kitties were before I actually started this demonstration. Now, I think we're all good. Don's still over there at the workbench doing his thing. I'm backing out, and what's different is, we have the garage air conditioned. So just as soon as I would be clear of the garage, about right here, I would stop and put my foot on the brake, and then I would reach up and I would put the door down. Well, the HomeLink thing is gone from here. I can't reach up and do that anymore. Now I can close the window, come over here, shut the right door, and then of course I've either got to put the car in park and then reverse to get the camera to come back up, or I've got to put the camera back up. Now obviously when I've manually put the camera up, I can reach the HomeLink button, but I can't reach it anymore while backing out of the garage. And I wish I knew where there was a picture of the screen where it was still popped up out there while I was backing up, because I know in 1,152 days of videos I have a picture of that screen somewhere, but I'm probably not going to be able to locate it. I'll give it a few minutes worth of searching though. So I am out and the door is down, and then I'm still in reverse because that's how, you know, I'm not really done backing up far enough yet to make the turn. I normally come back to, you know, just shy of the plant back there, and then I'll put it into drive and I'll start the turn to the side and get out of here. Occasionally I don't turn tight enough and I have to back up one more time. Who cares? But I really don't like, and a bunch of divas were talking about it in the Facebook group, I don't like that I can't reach the home link button while I'm still in reverse after having backed out a ways. Very inconvenient. You know, it's an example of one of those changes that they make, but you never see it show up in the release notes, that you just kind of stumble upon it. And, you know, I would guess that they made that change having something to do with the garage door coming down before somebody was all the way out. Like you have to put the car in, you know, park or close that camera screen to get to it. There's a little bit more you have to do before it'll come down. But I don't think people are accidentally touching the screen and bringing it down while they're in reverse. It's just, you know, I don't know why they made the change, if it was an intentional change or an accidental change even, but I know I don't like the change because it's inconvenient for me. I want to bring the car door down before I'm all the way backed out, and apparently a lot of the divas want to do that too, and have been doing that and like doing that. So that change, I wish they'd change it back. Yep, there's my tuxie, just chilling.
It's relatively easy to take it apart. 4 little screws. You can see that black wire is the antenna, but you can probably see I was correct about the capacitive dropper. You see that capacitor is swollen up. It's black. So I have a nice box of capacitors. I'll try to find an appropriate capacitor to replace that one. So hopefully this thing will be working here not too long.
So give us an update.
Well, I tried to, I knew it was going to do it. I tried a 50 volt capacitor. I didn't have a 60 something volt capacitor. The highest one I had was 50 volts. So I tried the 50 volt one and plugged it in, and after a couple seconds it went pop. I couldn't really evaluate exactly what popped. I have to say the capacitor, it doesn't look swollen. I don't know that it was the capacitor. I did this outside because
yeah.
Well, what happens is these things have tin foil or some type of foil with inside of them, and when they blow it makes like confetti. And it stinks. So I've blown capacitors before and been around it. So you know, I was trying to say if it's going to blow it up, at least I won't have to clean up the mess. And so that's why I did it the way I did it, or approached it the way I approached it. So now I'm taking two lower voltage capacitors, putting them in series with a resistor, so that that equalizes the voltage across the two of them. And you know, we're just going to see. I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, it ain't working. If it works, it works. I guess I can order.
And if it continues not to work, well.
Well, right. I mean, these capacitors are cheap. I mean, that's probably 50-cent capacitor. I mean, it's not. It's just, you know, putting your hands on one right now. It's not easy to do. So I'm going to do the same thing I did a while ago. I'm going to
go outside and plug it in.
Plug it in. I'm just going to leave it set for a while, and if it blows, it blows. If it don't blow, it don't blow.
Problematic side.
Probably didn't do anything right.
Well, it didn't make a noise, smoke.
Yeah, everybody just chill.
I think.
So it's 97 volts, according to that. That's DC. So let me see what the AC voltage is. Well, it's resetting. I think that's what that means. So, yeah, okay. Can you unplug it from over there?
Yep,
please?
sure thing. Back to the drawing board. I'm gonna go in the house and get dinner started. Don will make us another video if he's got an update. That's my good kitty staying dry.
So I was lucky the sensor has nice long wire, so I didn't have to unwire anything. So I'm building the little arm to extend it out now. This one hopefully will be able to pick up the signal.
So Don's moved from the one that he put the capacitor on to the one we were trying to get to work yesterday. That was close but not quite.
Working intermittently because it's infrared based versus wireless. So now
You're installing a channel for that to sit in.
That's correct.
Cool. Moment of truth?
Yeah, moment of truth.
All right. If you can do it 8 times in a row, we'll call her good.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I think you have a working solution.
Yeah.
Because we never went past 3 or 4 yesterday before it failed, so that was double the number of times.
Yeah.
Yay!
Alexa, hello garage.
Okay.
Probably going to put a 75 watt equivalent, so it'll be a little brighter. All I have to do that, of course, the car can't be here.
Pull the lens off.
Pop the lens off, that's right. And so anyway, that's a piece of plastic.
A J channel. It's J channel, right?
That's right. It's yet another use of J channel.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And I put a screw to hold it up to the plastic base, and rotated everything around so that the thing came out one of the holes.
Yep.
And so anyway, that's what I did.
Yay! You go, Donnie,
Yeah,
you go.
No problem. It's only about 3 hours in this little project here.
Well, when you're retired, you can tinker and fix things and save money and not put stuff in the dump and all that good stuff that we try to support.
Yeah, you have to understand, when I got these garage door openers, I didn't know this outlet here was installed for your classic garage door opener. You know, typically
the one that's in the
motor's down on this end, and there's this bar thing. And I found these garage door openers. Oh, great! Well, I can stick a light here, and then I got everything all put together, and it's like, and it worked for a couple of years. The wireless one works great, but then it went bad in the third one, which I got off of eBay as, you know, used but working. Well, the light actually does work, except for
the beam gets
blocked by the light.
Yeah, it gets broken. Yeah. He's back! Yay! Hi. So tell her hello, garage.
Hello, garage.
Sorry, I'm not sure.
Hello, garage.
Okay.
Well, that's pretty neat. So you set up.
And then good night, garage.
What's up? Good night, garage.
Okay.
Well, that's pretty neat.
And then they're labeled. So yummy for my tummy.
Yipper.
We didn't end up getting much rain, and those ribs sure were good. I'm headed to the old Fuquay Library location to do one of the unknown raids. just wanted to say that we did not feel the earthquake at our house. That's Sparta is pretty significantly far away from where we are in the center of the state. That was up near the Virginia border, up near Mount Airy, up in the mountains. Maybe we would have felt it if we had been awake at 8 a.m., but we weren't awake and we had no clue. So we're all good here. Not a lot of sunset color, at least not yet. Yes, Ruby, thank you. I don't want to be speeding through town. There's 25 through here. Nice newly paved road, but not so new that there's any asphalt on it that's loose or anything. The cars next to me over there are pogo players too. It's not a spectacular sunset, but I always loved the view through Ruby's front glass. Awesome. That's not the kind of car I usually see at the cupboard. Very nice. Well, I am super excited. I managed to get a shiny Deoxys in the second raid that I coordinated. Phew, I had mine in Johnny's account and I managed to get us and 7 more people into the raid. There were a few more people that wanted in. It's too quick. You can't add everybody, but this guy's normally orange and I got a shiny and I'm super excited. Ruby's down to 75 miles, so I'm gonna go ahead and plug her in. We really are charging on an as needed basis right now since we're not putting anywhere near the number of miles on Ruby or Jules that we would be if it wasn't for COVID. Well, at least Ruby, you know, we would be putting on over 100 miles a day going back and forth to school, and we're just not doing that right now. So when she falls under 100, I plug her in. I think we've got her set for 70%, and that's lasting me several days before I need to plug back in again. And we know if we need to take off anywhere, we would just hit a supercharger on the way. We don't need to leave with 90% state of charge in order to make it where we're going. And that would pretty much be for anywhere we would decide to go in the state. So we just don't worry about it. Yeah, it's after 8:30. So Ruby normally starts charging at 8:30, so that's why it kicked in right away. Starting to charge, charging. 5 hours and 45 minutes. Yeah, everything looks good. Haven't shown this screen in a while, so for anybody new watching, I know you probably want to see it from the Model Y. I'll do that the next time we charge Jules. But here's for Ruby.